Right side!
Coming for you, son!
Back! Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side!
Coming for you, son!
Right! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side! We gotta go, baby! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Side! Yellow! Right side!
Is that all you...
Right side! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side!
Coming!
Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Hey, rip lift! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow, yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side!
I'm gonna run you over!
Yellow! Hey, rip lift! Right side! Right side! Yellow! 43! 43! Look at it! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side! Right! Right side! Right side! Yellow, yellow! Right side!
I'm gonna run you over!
Yellow! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Side!
I'm gonna run you over!
Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side! Yellow! Partner! Right! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right side!发亮these two! 发亮these two! 身！ Yellow! 快身！快身！来！快身！ Yellow! 站！快身！快身 ！Yellow！ 快身 ！Yellow！ 快身
Come in, fight! I'm coming!
快身 ！Yellow！ 快身 快身！发亮你手，发亮你手！快身！快身！喂！ Yellow, yellow. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Right side. Right, right. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Right side. 发亮你手，发亮你手。Right side. Side. Right, right. Right side. Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Coming for you, son.
Right side. Right side! Right side! Right! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side! Right! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow! 完成！发亮内数，发亮内数。上！完成！来来！完成！yellow yellow！完成！yellow！完成！完成！来来！完成！yellow！完成！yellow！完成！yellow！完成！yellow！完成！发亮内数，发亮内数。完成！来来！完成！yellow yellow！完成！完成！yellow！完成！来来！完 Yellow. Right side. Right side. Yellow. Right side.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we begin a triple-header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. And if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Herbert.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to move back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Steps away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to the...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role,
embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. They set up the screen for Henry. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Here's Herbert. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's a give up the middle.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Chargers are going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.